So good afternoon, ladies, and good afternoon, gentlemen. I am live tonight. So we are going to be creating and finishing a series of preparations and manifestations for the year 2022. So if you have been following my lives, you can definitely follow on tonight. Make sure when you come into the live tonight that you definitely are make sure that you are sharing, make sure you are commenting, make sure you are letting other people know, because this might be something to help them. But I am actually live recording this, so I'm using it for one of my other platforms. So definitely, if you see me looking back and forth, that is what I am doing. So I am Tisha, by the way, and also I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel. So we are going to be talking about creating a daily routine, which is number 2. Number 2 is definitely creating a daily routine. So last week we'll recap. And this is live, and I'm sorry, something is aggravating me. But definitely, number 1 was establishing your goals for the year. What you wanted for yourself. Where did you want yourself to be? Were you happy with where you are? So that was number 1. So as I said the other day, I went ahead and I wrote down everything. I went ahead and I wrote down everything that I thought would, let's see. So I went ahead and I wrote down everything that I thought I wanted to do in 2022. Y'all gonna have to forgive me because I am still trying to mentally prep for this. I did make notes last night because I'm taking myself along as I go, and as you can see, I definitely am not lying. So I've been writing down a lot of things. I have like this little sketch pad that I got the other day, and it's called Live, Dream, and Create. You can either draw in it, or you can actually, it doesn't have any dates or anything in it. It just has pages, empty pages, where you can write down what you want to do. So I'm using it for my preparation for 2022. So tonight we are going, and I hope that y'all have been starting to create these things for yourself, and also writing down what you want for the year 22. Like I said, we are less than 30 days going into a brand new year. So last night I went ahead and wrote down creating a daily routine, and I started, so the goals that we wrote down in number 1, we need to write down daily routines so that we will meet those goals. So one of my things was to create a daily routine to make sure that I am staying mentally, emotionally, and physically, if that's a word, healthy. So one of the routines that I definitely wanted in my daily, one of the things that I wrote down for my daily routine is to make sure that I get back on my gym schedule on a routine. For me, routine would be at least 3 to 4 times a week working out. So when you writing down your routine, you need to be detailed, because if you're not, like I said, we gotta be manifesting it, so we need to be detailed. So I wrote down exactly what days I'm gonna go to the gym and exactly what I'm gonna do on what days. That's how detailed it has to be. Okay, so the next thing that we need to do, or what I did, is I wrote down what foods I want to eat, because the foods that you are putting in your body also begins to play into your mind. It also begins to play into your energy, and we'll go a little bit deep on foods. I'm real big into healthy eating too, by the way. So I don't eat pork. I don't eat a lot of beef. I don't do none of that. So it is very important that you are planning, and as I said the other day, planning is very, very important. So what I pretty much did is that I'm just planning, right? So make sure that we are eating the right foods, making sure that we are making a grocery list. And make sure that we are doing this pretty much a broad list. Like, for example, you can write down all the fruits, all the vegetables, all the things that you want to pretty much keep in your cabinet and in your refrigerator on a weekly basis, so that when you get ready to grab something or lunch or whatever, or just stuff that you can pick up on the go, like waters, alkaline water. I'm gonna be doing alkaline water and spring water into 2022. So I know that when I go to the grocery store on Thursday, that I'm gonna pick up nothing but alkaline and spring water, because I know that I have already wrote it down. So like I said, it's magic in writing down stuff. So I wrote all that down. I know that my work schedule already, because I make my own work schedule. I already know that I'm going to be working so many days a week, and what I need to routine my content, my business, and everything else around. So like I said, it is all about planning. So I hope that y'all brought y'all pens and y'all papers tonight, and that y'all are definitely taking some notes, and that y'all are writing down. So one of my goals, and you have to be following along to recap. One of my goals was to make sure that I visit at least 4 cities, right? I shared that goal out, and then I shared my financial goals. So in order to do that, I got to first know where I want to go, right? I got to have an event to go to. And so number 2, I would have to know where I'm going to stay, or how much money I'm going to need to plan that trip, and when I want to go. We can't say, well, oh, okay, well, I'm going to do this in 2022. You got to be detailed in your writing down, and also detailed in your planning, because without proper planning and it's not going to be properly executed. It's just going to be some dreams or some visions or shit just floating out there. Oh, well, you'll say, well, I'll get to it tomorrow. But if you put down in your mind and you write it down, you're going to be 90% chance of actually doing it. And so I'm also going to be talking about self-care tonight. Taking care of yourself mentally and physically. And like I said, creating a daily routine that is going to bring you happiness. So as we get over into that, I want to first of all ask everybody, you don't have to put it in the comments, or I just want you to think about the things that actually make you happy. What are some things in your life that actually brings joy to you? I don't care if it's financial, I don't care, but you have to sit down and think, what actually makes me happy? Am I doing some things in my life that I'm really not happy with? Am I doing some things in my life that I pretty much could change if I prepared? So as women, we need to sit down and ask ourselves, what are some things I just do on a daily basis that I don't like? Do I eat out more than I want to eat out? Am I around people or at luncheons and stuff with people that I really don't like? Do I go to places that I really do not care to go for, that I have outgrown? Or do I prefer to stay at home and be at total peace with myself? Who am I? So that always goes back to who am I? So in order to be able to take care of yourself, you got to know who you are. And so discovering yourself and figuring out who you are and what you want out of life, that can take a lifetime. So like I said, this right here, this manifestation, creating these goals and all that, and preparing for this year, this is all about SELF. It is about yourself. It's not about nobody else. It's not about what nobody else can do. It is about yourself, because self is going to bring you accountable for this is a self journey. Okay, so also as far as myself, I can share some things for myself that I feel like and I can open up about and be transparent. It's some things that irritated me to my core. It's some things and some situations that I put myself in because I was impatient that made me irritated. And I will share out and I'll go a little bit deeper on that. Like tomorrow, for instance, we have a photo shoot. When you have a boutique, you have to have photo shoots. You have to have a day where you're gonna dress up, you're gonna take pictures. And this is not no stand in front of picture camera and people take your picture with the phone for like 15 minutes. This is hours of work. Tomorrow is basically a picture and a content day. So in my past, I would spontaneously do that. Like, I know I'm gonna get new arrivals in, and so I would just jump up and like, well, I got a little time on my hand, just let me just go ahead and make some content. Wrong answer. So once I get into it and I'm doing it and it's not like how I really want in my mind, I begin to get irritated. So I feel like in order to decrease my irritations from things, I need to start planning. So the photo shoot that we're going to have tomorrow is already planned. I already know what we're going to wear, who is going to be in the photo shoot, and how we're going to execute it. Everything. We got our earrings, our shoes, everything down to the T. We already know how much time we're going to be there. It's going to be amazing. So me and Mayana, we will do a photo shoot tomorrow, and we know exactly what we are going to do because we've been talking back and forth about this on text for about a week. So I have prepared for this. So I know tomorrow at 5 o'clock, show up with my shoe-case, do what I got to do, leave the boutique. Bang. So part of taking care of ourselves mentally is making sure that as creators and as business owners and as YouTubers and as mothers and providers of love, that we are not walking in the energy of agitation, or we're not walking in the energy of always being frustrated. And let me tell you about walking in those spirits of that energy. It is not productive. You may feel like, I told somebody before, well, I'm more productive like this. No, you're not. Because number one thing is that you losing your peace. So when you're losing your peace, you have lost a lot. So walking in the spirit of, so when you don't plan, you walk in the spirit of anxiety. You get irritated. You do unplanned shit, and you just stay irritated. So you're less productive. And all this is boiling down and saying that we need to be more, we need to plan. We need to plan. So when you plan stuff, you are 98% more, you're going to do it. 98% more likely to do it, and 98% more likely that it's going to be successful because you have planned it. So, and also this will also help in our spirit to a point to where we are prepared, so we don't be so anxious and irritable. Like tonight, I knew that I was going to work on my YouTube tonight. I knew I was going to work on my Instagram tonight. Because not only am I a business owner, business owners that you're doing e-commerce, you have to be a content creator. So as being a content creator, that is a lot of preparation. This is something new. I didn't go to school for this. If I knew when I was 18, I went to school for some of this, but I didn't know. So I have to learn it the hard way and by trial and error. So I prepared for this tonight. I did that yesterday. I made my intro, I made my caption and everything. So I feel like with preparation, it decreases the spirit of the energy of agitation. I've been dealing with agitation and anxiety for a number of years now. I have pretty much almost got it completely under control. And like I said, by writing stuff down, it has helped me a whole lot. So like I said, I ain't playing no games now for 2022. I write down everything that I do. I'm very transparent on this manifestation lives because I want to help women, because I know that a lot of us are in the same situations. And we are going through the same things. Like I said the other day, we are in the same situations trying to get to the same destinations. And if people are not in this situation, they have went through this situation. So don't feel like you're the only one out here struggling, sis. And don't feel like you're the only one trying to balance time. Do not feel like you are the only person trying to balance this thing, because it's hard out here. However, if you do not prepare, then it's going to be extremely hard. And while we are building our businesses, and while we are building our empires, and while we are becoming the women that we really want to be, because when you are an entrepreneur and when you have your life and your money and your content and stuff is made from your own hands, this is definitely what you want to be doing, because ain't nobody out here just doing this stuff for nothing. You got to be passionate about this. And that's another thing. If people, like I tell my daughter all the time, because that ain't got nothing to do with me, because I'm passionate about everything. Not everything I do, but I'm real passionate about my business. If you're not passionate about something and you just doing some shit, people can tell on your energy. And when people pick that up, you don't lose. You just doing some shit, the hustling out here to get some money and hustling for attention, and whatever you doing, it's gonna die very, very quick. So, like I said the other day, y'all go to Dollar Tree, and I didn't get this from Dollar Tree. I got this at Rainbow. They got these at the front of the counter. I want y'all to write down all of y'all goals for 2022. You got to go back and go to episode 1 and recap on that. We are on number 2. We are creating a daily routine, and we are on self-care. So self-care, let's talk about we talked about the mental part as far as irritation, being irritated, being anxious, not being prepared for what we need to do. And we ain't just talking about business, we talking about life and period. So the next thing that we need to be intact is our health. Sis, you can't be out here trying on clothes, wearing clothes, doing photo shoots, running, making props, creating things, and you don't feel like it. Or you tired, or you're always drained because you are eating the wrong foods, or you didn't eat that day because you was ripping and running, or you're dehydrated because you have not put enough water in your body to keep energy going. So it's very important that we begin to stay healthy too, that you begin to put the right things in your body. Not only get your mind right, but start putting the right foods on your list. This is all about preparation. If y'all want me to do a separate live on eating, what we should eat, we need to definitely jump into that. So eating the right foods, writing down. You know you're going to go to the grocery store almost every week. If you don't go every week, then you got some places that, because I don't cook every day, you got some places on your list that you're going to eat. I'm going to stop by this place on the way to work, or I love to go by this place and get this so and so. I challenge you to make those a healthy choice at least once a day. So if you eat out, change a place that you eat out to a healthy place. See how it changed your life. So because when you start getting healthy from the inside, it's going to start showing out through the outside. Your skin is going to get clear. You're just going to play. Your hair is going to grow. Everything is going to go from the inside out. So if you're not healthy inside, you're definitely not going to look good on the outside. So we got to put that into play. Physically, mentally, psychological health. Psychological health would be pretty much being around the right people. Making sure that your mind is in the right headspace. Now, we are all human. And sometimes I wake up in the morning and I say, I really don't feel like doing that shit today. It ain't many mornings I feel like that though, because I really love what I do. It's some mornings I wake up and I'm drained. I feel like social media has drained me. Running an online business has drained me. It's some days, and I just had this yesterday, where I have to pep talk myself and tell myself it's gonna be okay. So you have to start talking to yourself, because a lot of times you're not gonna have nobody tell you nothing positive. Sometimes it's not gonna be a cheerleader. Sometimes it's just gonna be you in the battle of your mind. So you have to learn how to deal with your own mind. You got to learn how to encourage yourself when you see nothing. Like I said, you got to learn how to keep going when you are in a desert place. So for me, I know about me. I talk to myself. You say, well, they're crazy. I don't care what you say. I talk to myself. I give myself pep talks. And I tell myself this is not a destination, that this is a journey, that you got to keep going. So I talk to myself. So definitely I wanted to get those out on the live tonight. I feel like I want to go into something else on part 2 of this. Because I'm just a transparent person. I'm not a stripped person. I feel like right now on this live, I'm really stripped in this right now. Because I have really made notes. But I like to give examples. And I like to go off strip. Because that's just the type of person that I am. But I feel like, I'll put that to the side. Because I'm really just finna get into me now. And what I really want to talk about. I feel like... I don't know. I don't have any sisters or nothing like that. I do have my mom, but I feel like women with kids have a heavy load to carry. Even though if you have a husband, or if you are a single mother, or especially if you're working, especially if you are an entrepreneur, and especially if you got several irons in the fire, it is hard. I feel like a lot of time we get off course and we say, well, I'm going to eat right. I'm going to do what I need to do for me. But I feel like a lot of time we just say, I'm just tired today and I'm just going to do whatever I want to do. We all have those days. We all have those days to where we feel like, I'm just going to go to McDonald's. I'm just going to eat a chicken sandwich. I have had nothing else to eat today. And I'm just going to go and get back on my goals tomorrow. We got to not have so many of those days. Not saying that you're not going to have those days. Because you're going to have those days. But when you have that day, you can't stay in that day. You got to continue to move forward. So... we don't want nobody to come up in these manifestation lives or watch this on YouTube and say, well, I just don't do New Year. This is not a New Year's resolution. We're not just doing this for the year 2022. These are life setups. This is a life setup for you to win. This is a planning process. As far as planning your content, as planning on what you're going to post, how you're going to post, making sure that everything has organization. When I first started my business and I look back down through my feed, I was all over the place. I was trying to sell everything. I had all kind of theme colors. I had all kind of fonts. I was posting stuff from Canva and putting pictures in. I was just all over the place until like recently I got to a point to what I finally found things that I love and things that I looked at on the eye and I said, I like this. So I've definitely been feeling really dehydrated lately. But I'm definitely getting myself together. We was closed at the boutique today. I really needed that time. And on Mondays and Tuesdays we close now. Child, it is lovely. I definitely have more time to see about Tisha. And I definitely have more time to execute what we about to execute tomorrow. And it's going to be nice now. And it's going to be unexpected. And I know we're in the Christmas season, but it's going to be nice. And I can't even say nothing about it. I just had to let people see for themselves. But me and Mayana will definitely be working together tomorrow. I am excited. I have not worked with her since the summer. But we finna take it to a brand new level. She's going to be working with me every week, helping me model. Sometime you'll see her on the post. Sometime you'll see me. We're going to definitely do a lot of duos together. We're going to build up her platform page. And I guess I'm giving all y'all my gems behind my business. But that's good because, like I said, I'm doing a blog, right? And I'm taking y'all along. But my Yana is 15, I believe. She has her own collection that she picked out. I did not pick these clothes. And so she is going to promote them. She has a discount code. So I guess she's kind of like an ambassador, but she's very close to me. She looks up to me and I know that. And so I got to definitely be the woman that she is looking up to, and I got to lead by an example. So She is going to be working with me tomorrow. She'll be working with me once a week. She is going to be bringing a more trendy type young folk style clothing. Pretty much targeting the younger audience of women, because I'm finna be up in my 40s, and I can do the more classier fashion, and she can do the more trendy fashion, or not trendy, we won't be doing trendy, but the more fashion that will be more age appropriate for our younger generation, because women are all ages, right? And so when you see my page, also we have Danica Wilson, and she is an ambassador. She is going to be a plus size ambassador. She has been working with our business since we started, pretty much. And she has also picked out her own collection. We ordered it, and it's actually shipped today, so y'all should see Danica hit my platform. It was going to be a collaboration post each time, every week, and she will be bringing y'all something new every single week on my Instagram and on my Facebook. And it's going to be plus size fashion. She wears 2X's and 3X's. I don't wear that, so we have ordered a collection that she approved, that she's going to be comfortable wearing, and that she's going to sell out for me and work with my brand. I will be working with one more model. I have not got her secured yet, but going forth in 2022, like I said, I will be working with these models and with these people. And some of these people do not work with me. They do not stay by me directly. But like Danica lives in North Carolina, so North Carolina would definitely, that'll push my business into North Carolina. And her audience and her people that she has on her platform, because we will be posting different stuff. I'm very excited about this. And you probably say, well, how do you get people, these people? And this another thing too, when you get ready to start a business, I did not sought after these people. These people sought me. So I used to try to go find people and say, well, you be my model and I send you these clothes and I pay for you. It never worked out. But I'm gonna tell you the secret. These people gotta love your business and love what you do. They gotta love you. Like, these people actually like me as a person. So it's not all about money. We build relationships. So I am definitely looking forward to tomorrow. I am definitely not a person that's like a friend type, always around females, but I feel like these females, I can be myself, I can be comfortable with. So that's definitely what I need inside of my business. So I will try to film on my YouTube tomorrow, behind the scenes. So y'all will definitely love that. Y'all gonna see how we do some stuff behind the scenes, because y'all see the pictures, but y'all don't know how we definitely got it set up. I invested over $300 even on the setup. Like the rug that y'all see, this stuff is expensive. The purple paper, which we're gonna take that to a whole nother level. I don't know when, but we definitely going to be taking that to a whole nother level. We're getting more stuff inside our scene as we go into 2022, because don't nobody want to see the same thing all the time. As a business owner, you have to learn how to be creative. One of the things that helped me a lot is Pinterest too. Like, when I get ready tomorrow, we're gonna do some new looks. I went to Pinterest because we got new clothes in. Y'all hadn't seen them because I ain't put it out yet. And so it's going to look really nice. But you got to have people that love your business. And this is another thing too. They shop my business. So these people spend money in my business, and I also pay them, and I send them product, and I give them product. So it's like a give thing. So that's all it's about. So you find you about 100 women to do that with, and like a brand marketer told me one time, you got yourself a business. And that's all business is relationships. So we got we're building it out. So we in all three. I'm 39. They're both younger than me. One of them is in a teenager, and then one of them is in her 30s. So we got those three categories of women. So definitely I'm excited about it. I have not talked about it because I just feel like, you know, we're gonna definitely get it done. And so with them working with me, with my mom working with me, with the girl lady being my assistant, I feel like we are definitely ready for the new season of harvest. And so I got people that's actually able to help me. And this is my thing. If I can't pay them, they gonna still be down for me. I'm gonna pay them though.